the spot of everything that's going on the Rockadooch compound with the FBI agents. She claims that Malcolm will help her, but Brian reminds her, hey, Malcolm been probably somewhere locked up in a place just like this, so he absolutely can't help us. So with all of the screaming that Lynn does, in walks Dikahn, and he says, what is it that you need to tell? And so then Brian is in the background, telling her, no, hush, don't say anything, just be quiet. And Lynn is just doing the most. Like, right now, honey, isn't the time to be losing control. But then again, if you were in that situation, how would you react? So I'm thinking, okay, maybe she is justified in her actions. However, Lynn is also coming off of a high, and Dikahn himself notices that. He walks into the punishment trailer, he questions her, and then he offers her drugs. Not for information, because he doesn't want any more information from her, but he offers her drugs to suck his maker stick. Yes, I said it. I absolutely said it. To suck his maker stick. Now, if y'all been watching the episode before, you already know what a maker stick is. Dikahn, y'all, he's showing his ruthless side. He is really, I know him to be ruthless. However, he is getting out of control. When he says that he wants her basically to suck his maker stick, Brian is over there like, no, don't do this. Like, just let us go. We won't. In other words, one of those situations where we won't tell you if you let us go. We know that's not going to be possible. Who knows what the fate of Brian and Lynn will be. However, Dikahn offers Lynn a needle or a syringe. Looks like what could be heroin. And so this is what basically she goes ahead and gives in. At first she says no about the drugs, but then, when that high is, she's craving that high, she basically bows down and gives Dikahn what he wants in front of Brian. Can y'all say rude, ruthless, disrespectful? I told you guys, this episode was so freaking ruthless. Then we move on to Zayn. Now, y'all, this actually surprised me. Zayn questioned River, but she was shooting her shot. She was like, I thought you would be the one, you would be the one who was attracted to me. And River made it clear, I flow in one direction, meaning he's not attracted to women. Y'all, Zayn is only 19, so she really don't have a whole lot of game. So she really does not know what to really do to kind of get a man, so to speak. Whoever her baby daddy is, I'm thinking it was William. That's the only thing I could think of. That William would be the one that's her baby daddy. But like I said, River basically turns her down and lets her know, hey, Ruth is going to be over here to talk to you. She's looking for you. She's going to be over here to talk to you. So with that being said, as River gets up and walks away, Ruth makes her entrance over to the table where now Zayn is now folding up towels. She's out there folding up towels. It's weird because I never knew them to do laundry at night on the outside, but I guess it is what it is. She's allowed to sit there and do the laundry. But let me go back to something. When Zayn made this pass at River, we've never seen that side of her. So what's her real intentions? Does she really like River, or is there something more to what she's doing? I can't put my finger on it just yet, you guys. I'm still trying to figure it out. It was all weird, though. The way that she made it past him was just all weird. So anyway, you guys, Ruth is there at the table. She's folding towels, and she tells Zayn, well, you can go ahead and walk away. But then Zayn says, well, River said that you had to talk to me. And she says, then Ruth says, Zayn, that River, basically River be lying. He's not truthful. But she does go ahead and say to Zayn, in order to gain power over a rapist, you have to take the power. And Zayn is like, what do you mean? I just don't understand. So she asks Zayn, how old are you? And Zayn says, I'm 19. And then that explains it all, in the eyes of Ruth. She said, but have you ever had sex? And Zayn says yes. Now when they started that conversation, I thought it was gonna get to the whole pregnancy thing. However, it didn't. And what I mean by pregnancy thing, that meant I was referring to Zayn revealing to Ruth that she was pregnant. However, it didn't get to that point. So basically, Ruth gave Zayn a lesson on how to shake her money maker, y'all. She said the way that you gain power over a rapist is you take the power. She says when he's forcing himself on you, you take over. You get on. You make sure that you're always on top. And when you're done with him, slap him, spit on him, just be mad, disrespectful to him, and see how he reacts. And at that point, you'll know whether or not you have gained his power. Interesting theory. I wonder who taught Ruth this theory, y'all. But this is the game that she gives Zayn. And whether or not it's gonna work the next time Zayn has to deal with Manny, you guys, I really don't know. But that's the lesson. That's what she wanted her to do. She said, do it, it's gonna work. And Zayn is like, well, what if it doesn't work? And she said, well, and she was saying that sex with Manny hurts her. And she was like, pretend like it's small, pretend like it's nothing. She said, but it's not small, just being real descriptive about good old Manny, y'all. So then we move on to Andrew is trying to get help, y'all. Nobody is really giving him credit, but at this point, Andrew is asking people for help. Malcolm he's at the cooler with Malcolm. Malcolm looked like he's on his last leg. Malcolm's not giving any answers. He tries to offer Malcolm some pills, but Malcolm doesn't want to take the pills. Andrew says the pills will help slow your breathing. That means you're not hyperventilating, trying to gasp for air in this doggone punishment cooler. But Malcolm, he doesn't want the pills, and he continues. Andrew continues to question Malcolm. Well, I'm trying to get us some help, and Malcolm says, well, call Mac. And Andrew says, well, I don't have a phone right now. I'm trying to get a phone, but I don't have a phone right now. So, with that being said, he wasn't answering any questions. Malcolm wasn't really answering Andrew any questions. Answering any questions from Andrew. He was just, all angry, and he said, well, this is about Sarah, isn't it? And Andrew's like, no, it's not about Sarah. I just need, I'm trying to get a phone, and I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to figure this thing out, but I really just need people to be honest with me and tell me, what's what. And Malcolm, of course, who has already rang the bell on Andrew, proceeds to let Andrew know, I will tell them on you. Now, y'all notice Andrew been running around this compound all night long, playing hide and seek from Dikahn, and I'm pretty sure Dikahn asked Manny to go and get Andrew, but once again, he apparently couldn't find Andrew on this big old Rocket Beach compound, and Manny not on his job, too busy raping people to be on his job. So then, as Andrew is walking away, he's from the cooler, he sees Ruth. With that being said, they have a little dialogue. Andrew is trying to get answers. He asks Ruth, who else wants to leave the Rockadoochie compound? Who else? Are there any other men that want to leave the Rockadoochie compound? Ruth is like, no, there's not any other men. There's not anybody else that wants to leave the Rockadoochie compound. that would not be the Raku way. She's all in this whole Rakadushi mode. Even though she wants to leave, she's playing a role because I'm assuming that at this point, she does not trust Andrew. So Andrew is just all over the place. He's going from person to person. He's tried to get, he's tried to help out Brian and Lynn. He's tried to help out Malcolm. Both of them tried to give both of them pills to help them with the pain and everything that they're dealing with. And then he goes to Ruth for questions. For answers. Like, who are the other people that want to leave? Let me know. Andrew is looking for allies so that he can get off the Rakadushi compound with a group of people. He doesn't want to just leave by himself. He looks like he's still trying to help people out to get off that Rakadushi compound. But then, you guys, it is revealed to Andrew by Ruth that Tally is dead. And Andrew's like, no, she's not dead. They told me that they just didn't catch her, but she's not dead. So Ruth proceeds to let him know, yes, she is dead. She killed herself. Andrew was like, no, I can't believe it. Ruth said she went to a house that I know, probably looking for some money. And next thing I know, she killed herself. So Andrew is crying. Ruth is crying. I'm crying. They got us all emotional over being made aware that Tally is dead. I don't know. I feel bad for them, you guys. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. But what do you guys think? Both of them are so sad about Tally. Andrew is in disbelief, but he's like, I still got a mission. But he's still in disbelief. And if you can see the look on his face, he also has a tear coming down his eye. Poor Andrew, suffering. He's going through enough as it is. Not only is his wife dead, you guys, who was killed by Oliver, but now his girlfriend, his side chick, his Rakadushi chick, is allegedly dead also. So then, you guys, we move on to Elder Mother Marva and Joan in the finance trailer. Our girl, Elder Mother Marva, basically to the store. Manny, the main man that has been raping her, abusing her, just doing her all kind of dirty, has to take her to the store. And Elder Mother Marva does not know the position that she has put Zayn in. But hopefully those tactics that Ruth gave to Zayn, hopefully that will help her out. Because if not, who knows what direction baby girl Zayn is going to be in again. If she may end up dead the next time, because she's good at walking around with that knife. And hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully she does not end up dead. But at this point, we really don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen to her between her and Manny. Hopefully she'll be able to get away from him. I don't know. But like I said, Ruth talks to her. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully she'll listen. So then we move on to the Highest and River. Now the Highest is really talking crazy right now. He's basically saying to River, not only do the people not really love him, he says he don't think they love him because he's providing a space for them, a place, help, food, water, clothing, everything they need. He's provided it all for them, and he just don't think that that's enough of love that they should be displaying to him. Dikahn, the Highest, you crazy anyway. So I'm gonna let you have that, but because people should not be loving you. You're torturing people, abusing them, molesting them, messing with the little boys. You have problems. So, but anyway, with that being said, he then says to River that what if I, how would you feel if I just left and never came back after I got this money? And River is just like, well, why would you do that? Once again with the whole speech about people loving him and he's the best thing next to fat milk and buttermilk and grease and all that other stuff. No, Your Highest, go ahead. If you want to take yourself out, or if you want to leave the Rakadushi compound so these people can get free, by all means, get to stepping. But the Highest is like, he's just in that zone. He has those mood swings. He has that those issues, and there's really nothing anybody can do about it. He's the highest. He's got issues. Then we have another conversation where whereas we're back talking to where Elder Mother Marva has left where Zayn was which was at the pavilion. She sees Manny, and she's with Manny already, but she tells Manny, well, where's Dikahn? She asks him, and she's calling Dikahn, but Dikahn, of course, is nowhere to be found. So she says, Manny says, well, I think he's over in the punishment trailer. Y'all, what I'm about to tell y'all, if you saved and sanctified and holy and filled with the blood, and you can't take the ratchetness of Ruthless, then you may want to hit like and then leave this section, because I'm telling y'all, it's ratchet, it's dirty, it's nasty, it's ridiculous, it's so disrespectful. I told y'all that Dikahn basically told Lynn to get him oral sex in front of her husband. So Marva is currently looking for Dikahn. And so they're over at the punishment trailer, and she hears the noise, and she's like, well, what is that noise? And is Dikahn in there? And so she takes it upon herself to go and look for Dikahn. So she's creeping and making her way around the corner. And guys, I'm gonna have this image that I got is ratchet, so I'm gonna literally have to give you only about 2.5 seconds of it, and I'm gonna have to close it out, cover it up, blur it out, because it's so ridiculous. This man is in the punishment trailer having sex with Lynn in front of her husband. How demonic, how devilish, how evil of a person are you, Dikahn, to do something like this? Just literally right in front. And poor Brian, all he can do is suffer. Like, there's nothing he can do. He's restrained to that table. He can't get up. He can't kick. He can't inflict bodily harm on Dikahn. There's nothing that poor Brian can do. So except sit there and listen and watch. And if he turns his head too quickly, he'll see something that'll make him really, really cry. But then, with that being said, Elder Mother Marva and her little nose behind decides to walk into the punishment. Walk into the punishment trailer. Like, Marva, if you hear something ratchet going on, why are you even in the punishment trailer? So Dikahn sees her, and he ushers her right on out of that punishment trailer. Now, this was pretty much the last straw for Marva. Because she is chewed out by Dikahn. Once Dikahn can pull up his pants, she is chewed out. She is chewed out by Dikahn. And he tells her, take her over to the highest. Let the highest know. Let her know. No, she says, matter of fact, I'm sorry, y'all. She says that she's going to go to the highest and tell, like, oh, I caught you now. You're in trouble, mister. And she decides to take herself over there to the highest to let him know what Dikahn was doing in the punishment trailer with the nasty woman. So she does that. She makes her way over to the highest, and she says, well, I was looking for Dikahn because I was trying to get to somebody to go to the store to get you some things because of the things that you need, y'all. It was so funny how she was playing it off. The highest said, you went to the punishment trailer? Did somebody tell you to go into the punishment trailer? Did you send somebody to the punishment trailer? But you went into the punishment trailer. So, with that being said, Manny walks around the bend. He says, boy, come here. Manny walks over, take her to the punishment trailer. So now, because you was nosy and in somebody else's business, Elder Mother Marva, you have now been sentenced to the punishment trailer. But y'all, let me tell y'all real quick. Before, I never thought that I would see Dikahn really, really hit a man other than what he has done to Brian and Malcolm. He slapped the fire out of Manny. Can I tell y'all, I laughed at that simply because I was tired of Manny all the disgusting things that he had been doing to poor little Zayn. So he finally got a somewhat of a punishment. And it's so crazy because these grown behind big tall dudes are allowing Dikahn just to do them any kind of way. So anyway, y'all, Elder Mother Marva is ushered to the punishment trailer, escorted over to the punishment trailer by Manny. Now the highest, and then of course Dikahn is already over there, and he sees that she's about to make her way to the punishment trailer, and now he's laughing at her. That same laughter that she gave when Dikahn was escorted to the punishment trailer, she's giving it to him just as well. Y'all, the two of them are so crazy, just crazy. The game, the jokes, the laughter between the two of them is hilarious. So anyway, with that being said, the highest asked Dikahn, was there any important information that he found out? And he proceeds to go ahead and let him know. Our buddy in the cooler, Malcolm, says that Andrew is an FBI agent. Now, I know y'all probably thought that the highest was gonna go get Andrew right now. But with that being said, just like I said last week, I felt like the highest was going to go to Malcolm and confirm that story. Malcolm is begging. He had begged the highest, let me out, I'll delete the files. But the highest proceeds to let him know, hey, we already know who's in with us. Like, your boy Mac is down with us too. And Malcolm is like, no, not Mac. Mac is the most straight, cutthroat, straight throat, shooting person that I know. He would never be a part of something like this. And he said, well, Malcolm says, well, I can delete files, and you won't have to worry about nothing. Just let us go. Let me go. And the highest ain't with the shenanigans. So Malcolm is snatched back up, and by the name of Tyrone is what Lacey said. You believe everything that somebody named Tyrone says. And the funny part about it though, Lacey was so happy that Elder Mother Marva had finally made her way to the punishment trailer. She said, cause you just as bad. You let them rape me. You know you didn't do anything to save me. So now your behind is in the punishment trailer, and you're gonna die too. And Lacey, and then Marva says to Lacey, oh, the highest loves me. He's gonna let me out. He just needs to cool down. And so with that being said, y'all, Elder Mother Marva made her way to the punishment trailer. She's sitting down. She's suffering, but she still believes in the shenanigans of the highest. What will be her next destination? Will the highest finally release her from the punishment trailer? Or will, because she's talking so much crap, end up choked out by Lacey? Because Lacey had to let her know, hey, I did kill Elder Mother Agnes, so keep on. And of course, Elder Mother Marva, so how you gonna do it? You chained up just like me. So how you gonna, smart mouth, you chained up just like me. Well, anyway, you guys, that was pretty much it for this episode. It brought a lot. It brought a whole lot of action in its entirety when it came to the scene, the one-on-one scenes with everybody. I enjoyed it, but let me know what you guys thought about the episode, okay? All right, y'all. Well, that's about it. Your girl will be here on Saturday.
When the sun goes down, we run the city. Feed the angels, but the demons with me. When the sun goes down, best believe it. Slamming through the streets is undefeated. When the sun goes down, ooh, it get wild, baby, wild, baby, wild, baby, wild.
Highest, doors wide open and unprovoked when outsiders want to steal our spirit and our hope. Then smoke them till they broken. All we know is ruthless. Rage in between the teeth. The malice is the toothpick. Truth is, they got me running to the Colts. I'm seeing all the colors. We the